Hello everybody, my name is Dratnus and welcome to my weekly vault video here, the second to last one of patch 10.0.7. And yeah, finishing out some characters now, seeing a couple more rolls at some very rare items, but you know, mostly pretty close to done gearing these things. This is my warrior. It's got everything it wants. It's got a grief torch in the bags as well. It's got a 424 belt in the bags. Pretty much the only thing we could see out of this vault that would be better than... I mean, I don't even have anything to socket either, so it would just be tertiary. Oh, wow. That looks like... Oh, another tertiary... Okay, that would be cool if all three of them had tertiaries. So this is a verse haste ring with leech. That is actually kind of cool. But I'm obviously just going to take the upgrade over the item I'm already wearing, because I have two rings with, like, effects on. So, alright, well... It was pretty unlikely we were going to find any kind of upgrade out of the vault this week, but somehow we've managed to do it. Means I'm going to have to change my transmog again. Fix it. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that right now. Go back to this. This is the Tauren. If you've ever been wondering, this is the Tauren Heritage Armor transmog, and if you're wondering what add-on this is, it's like Better Wardrobe or something. Lets you do some transmog stuff a little bit easier. But yeah, okay, so there we go. That's plus a little bit of leech. Now I've got 827 leech. I'm not 17%, 10% of that is just from being a warrior, from these like leech passives that you get as a warrior. But yeah, anyways, there's character 1. Pretty happy about that. That's a pretty surprising outcome. Here comes character 2, my monk. Currently located inside the Azure Vault, so it's going to have to Hearthstone. Luckily, that won't take too long. Not really much I need on this character either. I don't remember if I killed any raid bosses on it either. Alright, let's Hearth on out of here. But yeah, if you look at this, like, trinkets are perfect. We have 418 pants, or it's 421 pants, 421 gloves. Would be the kind of big upgrades that could maybe still exist. Pants would be the biggest, I guess. If I did any raid bosses, which I'm not saying I did, I don't remember, then Aranog Ring Mythic would be good. Broodkeeper Ring Mythic would be Biss. Hopefully I did some raid bosses. I don't remember if I did, though. We'll see. Loot spec, Windwalker seems fine. Weapon would be cool, too, I guess, 421. Okay, I didn't do any raid bosses. I got 2 Aspect Tokens of Merits, so... I should have done some raid bosses. That would have been good. Let me get my profession knowledge while I remember as well. Okay. Up next... Paladin. Now, Paladin did do some raid bosses. I did 6 bosses in the raid, excluding Taros and Senarth. I still have yet to kill Taros and Senarth on this character, so we're really min-maxing the good bosses in terms of loot, not adding those garbage bosses, loot tables, to this character's pool. The two raid bosses that I killed on my warrior to get that leech shoulders were actually Taros and Senarth, because I kill those on my warrior, and then I kill the others on my Paladin, has been what I've been doing recently. Now, what I'm looking for out of this vault is really a Broodkeeper ring. That would be the best outcome. Failing that, I'm pretty much full build on this thing too. Okay, Gift of Radiance, Kurog's Thunder Hooves, and a Caustic Cold Steel Slicer. Did I already get some Thunder Hooves? I did already get some Thunder Hooves and forget to equip them. So, don't need those. Gift of Radiance, Strength Mastery stat stick. You know, that could be potentially good. The question is, would I use a socket? Because I'm not going to use that slicer. I already have a leech 415. I have 421 bracers kind of waiting in the wings. Do I have a socket waiting in the wings? I do. Do I have anything else to socket? Not really. I guess this ring, but I need to get a Onyx Amulet anyways. I'm kind of talking myself into just taking this Gift of Radiance. Like, I wouldn't use this on Ret, obviously, but on Prot, you know, Strength Mastery, Stat Stick. I don't really have a good second trinket on Prot. I'm using Windscar Whetstone right now, which is... It's good, but I could see situations where I'd want the Strength rather than the damage of that thing. And obviously this does have a little bit of damage on use as well. How does this compare to Whispering Incarnate Icon? Quite poorly. That's not surprising. It's a lot less stat than that, but... You know, Whispering Incarnate Icon is a broken item. All right, I mean, I don't think I'm going to need another socket, right? I don't think that's especially likely. I guess if I get a Broodkeeper ring, then I'm going to want a socket. But I think there's going to be 2 more vaults where I can take Season 1 sockets, I think. So, yeah, whatever. I'm sending it on the trinket. Never know if you're going to need it. Whatever. Worst case, not a big deal. Worst case, it means that I'm playing like 6 item levels down on bracers or something because I didn't socket them. Okay. That character's pretty likely to be my main next season, by the way, if they fail to nerf Prop Paladin, so that's kind of why that thing has all the good gear now. It has all the 424s, the 424. I think I have all the 424s except for, I guess the Broodkeeper ring is 431 anyways. All right, now here's my DH. My DH is also rather big. Main thing that this character could use, so I haven't actually killed Broodkeeper on this thing, so there's kind of not really any big upgrades. If I'd killed Broodkeeper, we'd be looking at Grief Torch or Shoulders upgrades. I guess Shoulders still can come out of the vault if I'm exceedingly lucky. Okay, a one-hander, and then 421 Shoulders. Okay. Well, I was talking about 424 Shoulders from the raid rows, so this doesn't count as me getting exceedingly lucky. So the question here is 6 eye levels on Shoulders versus 3 eye levels on Offhand. But I already have a haste verse Offhand that's just sitting in my bags that I've been too lazy to put in. I gotta stop doing this, man. I gotta stop not upgrading my stuff. Oh, it's because this is embellished, so I didn't want to replace that, and I wanted to move my embellishment around or whatever. Okay, so I already have a weapon ready. This weapon's probably a little bit better for Havoc, but it's a little bit worse for Vengeance, so I'm gonna take these Shoulders and be reasonably happy to secure another few item levels that, you know, pretty lucky to get item levels at this point on this character. Okay. Death Knight. Death Knight is also pretty close to done. I could use Razageth, but I haven't actually killed Razageth on this character. That would be the 424 weapon, the two-hander, the Incarnate Sky Splitter. It's possible I'm going to try and kill Razageth for that soon on this character, like this week or something, but it doesn't really matter. Like, the thing is, the weapon is the biggest upgrade, but because it's the biggest upgrade, it's also something that you upgrade early into the new patch, right? So a 424 isn't going to last long into the new patch because I'll just get a weapon. Like, if I'm using this character for actual stuff, I will get a better than 424 weapon as one of the first things I do, even if I have a 424, so it just makes the process of getting that a little bit easier. But other than that, there's really not too much that I need on this thing either. We're looking for either of the very rare rings. Ideally, the Broodkeeper one. Although I guess that's Mastery heavy, so I don't even really want that. Okay, we've got some 415s. And we've got a Strand of the Stars. Now, I think I have a non-lariat... No, I don't actually have a non-lariat necklace ready. So I could make an argument for taking this, but I think I could still use sockets on this guy. Oh, yeah. I got some stuff to socket. All right. Grab a socket. It's they've confirmed, by the way, that Season 1 crafted items will not retain their socket when you upgrade them. So that's nice. That's a good change, or a good thing to confirm. Usually it works that way, but sometimes they make an oopsie and you get to do some kind of upgrade like that. And that would have been pretty annoying. Would be a pretty big incentive to take sockets these last few weeks and stick them into your crafted belt and bracers and stuff, helmets, just so that you could try and min-max a little bit into next season. But they've confirmed that's not going to work. So that's nice that it's still going to be good to socket those things so that, for those first few days while you're using them, they are better. But it's not like, oh, this saves me a socket next season, right? Which it would if they retained that socket when upgraded. So good change, or good thing that Blizzard's made sure that I don't want to say change because it's not like it ever works that way, but good. It's good that it doesn't work that way, and it's good that they've confirmed it. All right, here's my Druid. I think I just did a key on this character. I don't think I did raid because this character doesn't really need much from raid. And Incarnate Icon would have been good. So. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I could use from my M+ vault. Shoulders. So it's so easy. It's so easy. These called shots are kind of getting out of hand here. This is look at this character's loot, right? I can't replace my helmet. I can't replace my necklace. I can't upgrade my shoulders. And then these would all be tertiary upgrades only everywhere else, right? I guess I could have taken a weapon. That would have been better. Or like one of these trinkets, but yeah, Shoulders, 6 eye levels on Shoulders, we're not doing much better than that, so. Alright, I'm not gonna go fly to the stupid Catalyst now. if you want to take bets, there's a good chance this character shows up with those shoulders still in bags next week, but hopefully I remember to go catalyze them. All right, here's my Warlock. My Warlock is now beating tanks in DPS. It's a hard-fought battle, but I think if you look at the details, that'll be over on the far bottom right here. I think I'm in 3rd place, which, yeah, look at that. 3rd place for Dratno Summon. We're on the come-up here. We're 389 now. Looking for Whispering Incarnate Icon. Whispering Incarnate Icon, which this character actually traded away Whispering Incarnate Icon to a character in a 2 out of 8 to somebody that might actually play that character next raid. Okay, I didn't do a 2 out of 8 this week, though, so that's going to make it really hard to get an icon. But I did get shoulders again. This is the shoulder week, so we're going to get shoulders on all our vaults, I think. Actually, is this the 4th character that's gotten shoulder upgrade? I think it might be, so... maybe that's going to make my title easy. If my title isn't something about shoulders, it's because I thought it would be really bad and nobody would get it, I guess, before clicking on it. I don't know, but there's a good chance that's what the title is going to be of this video. Speaking of which, dude, it's hard to come up with titles for these things. Sometimes I just phone it in and just put something completely generic, but you know, I don't want it to just be like, you know, weekly vault April 18th or whatever. That seems weaker than putting some kind of descriptive title. I don't know. At some point maybe I'll switch over to doing that though if I get super burnt out on it. All right. Here's my Evoker. Evoker is 415 now. Actually, I'm 415 and I have 1.9 concentrated primal infusions ready to get used as well. Maybe I'll use those up this week and, you know, get it all set for next patch. Really not too much that we can see out of this vault that would be an upgrade even on this character anymore. I've got a Seal of Diurnus Chosen, so we're just looking for not shoulders. Do not give me shoulders this time. Helmet, gloves, Voidmender's Shadow Gem. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good. I'm already on double on use. This seems like a better on use than, you know, some of my other things. So, okay, I'll take that. Worst case, this is an eye level upgrade. I've been using this Desperate Invoker's Codex was like the first thing I got out of a box on this character. I think it was from like a, you know, Mythic Dungeon event box or something, like do 4 M0s. That was the week I leveled this thing up. And this thing's just been sticking with me since then. But, I mean, I guess it's not bad. It's doing some damage, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not pressing it as much as I should be, I think, though. I guess Voidbender Shadow Gem would have a similar problem. Anyways, that's been my vaults for this week. This beautiful shoulder week. Hope everybody's enjoyed this video. Hope everybody else's vaults are still containing upgrades for them. I know it's... I mean, like last week I got basically nothing, right? Sometimes the vaults are good, sometimes they're bad. Usually, if your character isn't already full bis and you're getting a lot of good vault options, it's pretty hard to get unlucky multiple weeks in a row, but, you know, it can happen. Anyways, yeah, we'll be back next week with another one of these. And then hopefully I'll be able to start these up early into next season. No promises, though, so I'll talk more about it next week in the video about what the, you know, if I'm going to try and do these for the first few weeks of next season. It's going to be... There's a good chance this series, though, is going to go on a brief break during, like, Race to World First and stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.